What were some of the high-level initial results that you saw?
Yeah, that's a good question. A lot of the results that we've seen have led to our higher lead to qualification rate, our higher qualification to accepted rate, which has in turn, led to really positive year-over-year growth for the company.
So let's dive a little bit deeper. Tell me some more. Do you have any numbers, any data you can share with me on how your organization, your inbound and outbound side have both changed since you started?
Yeah, let's talk about the people, right? I think that's the key part as far as us being effective. Being able to get our hands around a lot of this data has helped our people be more effective in their jobs, which in turn we've got to pay them more, right, on their compensation. So, they're happier because their jobs are easier. They're happier because they're more effective. And in the end, they're happier because ultimately they're making more money. I don't know about you, but that's a lot of the reason why I come to work every day.
Of course.
Let's talk about their day-to-day work. So that's where we're seeing a lot of the improvements. Like I talked about before, their jobs are easier, right? They're able to just they're able to click one button with the inContact application. They click the phone number in Salesforce, and then it automatically calls the prospect that we're trying to get a hold of, and it'll automatically log all of that information in the activity log in Salesforce. So now the great part about that is I have all the data I need, which is important to me, and they are able to easily do their job without having to make too many mistakes or have to make too many clicks, in Salesforce to be able to log that information. The great thing is now I get the data that I'm looking for, and it's given me that effectiveness model that I need to go up to, our CMO or to our VPs of sales, to, the people who run the company. And I'm able to justify the work that we're doing. And I can say, if you need more pipe coverage, I can help you with that. I just need X number of people to do that, X number of leads to get that done. So the effectiveness has greatly improved the way that we do work. We're able, like I said earlier, to increase those conversions. When I started, our qualified lead to accepted, it was 50%. I did the math, and roughly we were wasting salespeople's time a day just on accepted leads that were going nowhere. So that's a pretty significant amount of time and money and energy. So we've taken that up to 80%. Because of that, we currently provide 90% of the pipe coverage for the sales team. To give you perspective, Kurt, that is, the industry average is 40%. So it's a pretty significant
result. Absolutely.
Pretty significant result, which in turn has led us to 49% year-over-year growth in our subscription service. So with using the inContact app and Salesforce in combination, I have that reliable data I need to be effective. I can tell how many attempts are made for every one. I can now get more reliable information around what type of activities we're doing and when we're doing them and how long it's taking us, and shrinking those time frames down to add more into that effectiveness. But one of the better benefits for us has been for our coaches. On my team, there's 2 coaches, and their sole job is to listen to calls and help our people become a lot more effective in their conversations. So the great part is they're able to go in and see how long have these calls been. Do we have somebody who needs to learn how to be better on their pitch, right? To be able to get people interested from the beginning. Or do we have people who are having a hard time kind of closing that call and getting people to be excited about moving on to the next step? We can go in and pull reports, and we can see exactly how long each of those calls have been, and we can pick and choose based on that report the calls that we see are going to be the most effective for us to coach on.
So you've seen greater transparency and visibility into your team. You can report to upper management. They have greater visibility into what you're doing, how you can be more effective, how you can help the company make their numbers. How has all this impacted from a people point of view, the staff and the culture?
You know, that's a good question. You know, the people that work for us are a lot happier now, right? It's because they're able to justify all of the work that they're doing. And as we talk again a little bit about some of the coaches, it's great because they're learning the skills that they need to move on to the next level. So I really focus hard on being able to get people who want to move to the next step. And it's those coaches working on those conversations, helping them kind of drive better results in a shorter amount of time, which in turn makes them a lot happier. Makes, you know, like we said earlier, you know, the more money they make, the more happy they are to come to work.